Welcome, welcome. If you're watching from this point in the video and you are watching the replay, there's timestamps in the comments. If you're watching live, you got 3 minutes to get ready, to get in here. Hey Shonda, how you doing? I'm good. Just mad I gotta go to work. But we're gonna be grateful that we gotta work, that we got a job to go to. All right, 1 more minute. We're not dealing with no trolls, so if you see him, kick him out. Not on today. I'm trying to be more intentional with my energy and not cuss people out. Just go ahead and block them like I do in real life. But some of these people do need to get cussed out. Drop y'all's zodiac signs in the comments below. Also, I am going to do a subscriber reading at the end of this as well. You're gonna have to pick a number. All right, what's up, gang? It's your girl Sid from Savvy Sentient, and welcome to today's almost daily reading. If you all are new here, hello and welcome. If you are not, welcome the fuck back, gang, okay? Let's go ahead and get into it. If you would like personal readings, you can book at SavvySentient.com. That's the only place that you can book. We are only 30 subscribers away from 2K, so shout out to everybody who is subscribed to the channel. Gracias, mucho gracias for y'all support. Yeah. What else do y'all need to know? That's pretty much it. Y'all know how to book. I don't reach out. Okay, so if anyone says that they have a WhatsApp that you need to call because they have a message for you and they trying to say it's me, I would never. That's very ghetto. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. All right, so today's channeled message was very interesting because it was a spell. Okay, it was spell work. So I'm definitely talking to my witchy girlies and my witchy homies. Okay, yo, it's so funny that you said Zoom because that was actually a word in the channel message. So maybe I'm talking to you. Okay, so the channel message says, oh, they actually said room. Okay, so they gave me the words room, truck, and then they said trade with your enemy. I don't know if somebody has a car or something that they are looking to trade. Maybe an enemy is trying to sell you a car, but maybe the car they're trying to sell you is trash and the card that you have is probably worse. So they're like, yeah, go ahead and trade with them. Give them a bigger problem. I don't know. I don't know. But also what I got with this is, so room truck, trade with your enemy, left foot itching. So I immediately thought hot foot, okay? Spirit wants you to hot foot somebody. It says wipe your feet at their residence and walk backwards. And then they started laughing. Okay, so there are some spells that involve walking backwards, dusting your feet off at the door of your enemies or people that you want to see get the fuck out of town. With the room in the truck, maybe they're saying it's time for them to pack it up, pack up that U-Haul and get the fuck on. Okay, get the fuck up out of here. All right, so if that resonates for you in any way, then you probably know what I'm talking about and how to do this specific spell. Obviously, they didn't give me all of the instructions. Just knowing what I know that this is not the full spell, but they did outline enough for you to know what you need to be doing to whoever you need to be doing it to. Okay, so that's that. Astrologically, we are still in Aries season. We're actually approaching the end of Aries season. So we're in the third decan of Aries right now. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's ruled by Jupiter. Third decan Aries ruler. Okay, third decan Aries, April 9th through the 20th, is traditionally ruled by Venus in the, I can't see, Chaldean system, and Jupiter, Jupiter by triplicity. However, the primary ruler of Aries is also Mars. So y'all might be having some type of like, something that you've taken action towards may be actually working out very favorably for you with the Mars and Jupiter energy working together. So you might start seeing like the what's the word I'm looking for? The rewards of your efforts, you know, reaping the benefits of your efforts right now. So everything that you set intentions for in the beginning of Aries season, you might start to see that they're actually turning into something at this point. All right. So, hey, there was a whole bunch more astrological things that I wanted to get into, but I didn't have time to write them down. Ooh, I'm so sorry. But let's just get into the tarot and just see what messages Spirit wants to give us directly. All right. So after I got that message, the channel message, the song by Cardi B, I think it's called Enough, is like popping in my head. Enough is enough. I'm like, what in the fuck? You know that song? She said, my ops linking up. I'm like, what in the fuck? Something, something, something. Enough is enough. You might be having that type of energy happening for you, where you feel like your ops are linking up, trying to go against you. Your ops may actually be at your workplace as well. So that spell work that was given in the channel message may be something that you do outside of your workplace, not necessarily the residence of the op, because who's just gonna be hanging out at the enemy house. But for some of y'all's op might be a friend, someone close to you, or who pretends to be a friend. Okay, so do what you know you need to do. All right, what is the overall energy, Spirit, of this reading? Yeah. We got the Six of Cups in reverse. This could be somebody that you go way back with, but you don't have very fond memories of. We have the Father of Cups, so master, intuitive. All right, so with this Six of Cups energy also being in reverse, that card is a card of mutual reciprocity of like emotion. Okay, like you all both feel the same way about each other, but I feel like you're starting to see that someone who maybe you was really rocking with, don't really rock with you. You're starting to feel it intuitively. And I feel like this person is not aware that you are aware, that you know what you know. Because what you know came to you intuitively. It's not like you heard it through the grapevine or anything. You just started peeping shit, started feeling shit, and you like, something in the milk ain't clean. Okay? So let's go ahead and see what's at the core of this. What's at the core of this? What's at the core of this, I say, Spirit? And Spirit say, you got some haters. You got some energy, some enemies. You got some people that you got to keep your guard up against. Yeah, somebody in your vicinity is fake as fuck. Fake as fuck. All right? Somebody around you is an op. And they might just be linking up with other ops. What's crossing this energy? Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so this could be in your workplace. Again, this could be somebody that you go way back with. Ten of Pentacles energy is a long-term energy. It's about legacy and inheritance. Things that are long-term. Like things that have taken... Girl, is Mercury still in retrograde? Because why I can't talk. Things that have occurred over a long periodically time. Okay, so what is the future possibility of this situation? I also feel, look, you're gonna have to look over your shoulder fucking with this person. Like, I feel like the people around you are not people you could trust right now. What's at the root of all this? Knight of Cups. Okay, something that you're being given. Again, this could be you being very intuitive. So this could be like spirit bringing you intuitive messages. This could be some type of envy that maybe a crush that you have is giving you attention, giving you time, or maybe like you're getting some type of love from a collective of people. Like, let's say you just happen to be very popular, very well liked. Your ops may not have that same energy around them, and they may be jealous that people come to you with adoration and with love. What's in the past for this situation? Justice. Okay, so you may have gotten something that was well deserved. That might be what it is. You're getting what you deserve. You're getting acknowledgement. You're getting things that you work for. Okay. Now, remember I did say something earlier about like the fruits of your labor, like getting what you work for. And I just feel like bitches is mad. Like they're jealous. They're envious. Grr, Oscar the Grouch, as Cardi said. All right. I'm really interested that I do have this Cardi B energy attached to this reading, because if we think about Cardi's come up story, like we all know that she was a dancer. We all know, I always thought she was cute. You know, she had the thing with her teeth that she had to deal with that, you know, made her feel insecure, whatever the case. But I always thought she was a cutie pie, right? She's always been a baddie. But she's always had people coming against her. And you know, as far as we know, just the energy that she carries is very authentic, very lovable. She's a real girl's girl. Like, so she's finally starting to get, or she's recently started to get, in recent years, I should say, everything that is owed to her, everything that she worked for. And I feel like that might be the energy that you all are in. Like, you had a glow up maybe, or you're getting recognition, or just everything you work for is starting to fall into place, and the haters are linking up. The haters are coming together to talk about you, to gossip about you, whatever the case is. Like, the haters are doing their best to come against you. All right, but let's keep going. What is the expected future for my collective? Look at the expected future, y'all. The toxicity, the negative shit, it's about to be dubbed. It's over. It's a wrap. Okay? So, yeah. What I'm getting from this, you're going to have to look over your shoulder. Because you are getting some type of recognition. I want to say fame. I don't see the star card here, but for somebody it might be fame. But you're getting some type of success. You are reaping the benefits of your hard work, and there are enemies around you who want to capsize that, or who are very envious, very jealous of that. They hate that you've glowed up. They're hating that you're getting your flowers finally. I'm also getting that they hate to hear people talk positively about you. They may not say anything in the moment, like directly to whoever's saying nice things about you, but their face, their attitude, their energy tells it all. Okay, so tell me what's here at the root with the Knight of Cups energy. The Lovers. For some of you all, you might be getting into a relationship. The Lovers card is also being in alignment with certain values, certain I feel like with this Lovers card, you all are in alignment with your future, with your success, with the things that you work for. Like, it's starting to come together. You're starting to get everything that you desire. I just get this energy of just things working out. Like, clarify this further. The Lovers, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Yeah, I think there's a lot of love surrounding you, a lot of success. You staying on your path, whatever that path was, staying true to your path, being genuine, being authentic, and carrying through with your plans has led you to a certain level of happiness. Tell me about this Justice in a recent past. Page of Coins. Yeah, you were offered something. Okay. A windfall. It may not have been a big thing, but you may have, if you're like a social media person, you may have been admitted to the YouTube partnership program. You may have been on the Clock app and got into their partnership. You might have started getting just a little bit more people following you. Like, there's some type of information, some type of windfall that you received that these haters know about. But it's something that you've been working for, and that it's not like it was just something that happened by magic. Like, this is something that you put your blood, sweat, and tears into, and you're starting to see the manifestations of your efforts, and so are your haters, and they hate that. Tell me about the future with the Page of Swords, the future possibility. Got you looking over your shoulder. Seven of Coins. Okay, so the way this comes out is like Seven of Coins is the rewards, reaping the rewards of your efforts. But you see how the page looks like they're protecting the rewards. Okay, so I really feel like there's people around you that you can't trust. Intuitively, you already know who these people are. You might be trying to keep them close because you have a long-term relationship with them, because y'all go way back, because they're family, because they're a best friend from middle school. I don't know. But something about the situation, something about these people, you know, you can't trust. You may have already had some type of run-ins or disagreements or something to that effect with these people. And so you're already just hesitant about like sharing your good news with them, sharing your expansion and growth with them. But the expected future is the Devil in reverse. So let's clarify why that is there. The toxic, look, you are about to end some shit. World card. The toxic shit is over. So there's going to be some endings. If you work in a toxic environment, you might be leaving that job. If you are have toxic friend and family, you might be breaking those relationships on up. Like, yeah, You my cousin, you're gonna always be my cousin, but you're gonna be my cousin over there. You ain't gonna be over here in my mix knowing what I got going on, okay? You might be my bestie, but you toxic as fuck. So you're gonna be my bestie over there. Maybe at some point in life after you heal, maybe we can get it back together. But for now, you cannot be anywhere around here. So yeah, that hot foot energy that we got, some people are gonna have to get the hell on from away from your house, from away from your doorstep. Okay. What Doja say? I'm getting a Doja reference now. She said something about these other chickens in her coop. And is it Streets? Is that the song? Cause it ain't one like you. Like basically, she done found the one, and she ain't got time for these little chickens around her coop trying to get with her rooster, okay? So they're gonna have to go. So for some of y'all might have found the love of y'all life. Y'all might be moving into the next stage of life, getting married and all that, and certain people around you are not here for it. They hating on it. So they're gonna have to go. They mad that it wasn't them. They mad that they wasn't chose. They mad that they wasn't picked. Others of you all, it'll have to do with your success, with your money, with your recognition, with your accolades, okay? And people are gonna be mad that it's not them, and you're gonna have these chickens get from around your coop. All right. So, what's going on with my collective? What is their current status? What? Yo. Okay. Look. These 3 cards came out in the reverse. For some of y'all, it is a couple, a married couple, or a couple that have been together for a long time that needs to be blocked. Somebody who thinks that they're a power couple. We are talking about witchcraft. That was a message that came up. For some of y'all, there may be a couple that you are aware of that are witches, that are doing spell work and things like that together. Some of you all may be in a coven or like a house, a Elay, something like that, some type of spiritual group that is led by a couple, because these are both witchy cards as well. And then we have the 8 of Wands, and you are blocking these people. So for some of you all, if this is about magic, you are the student that exceeded the teacher. And instead of these teachers being happy for you, proud of you, being able to say, that was my little caterpillar, now I'm watching them become this beautiful butterfly and I'm proud. Okay? Instead of having that kind of energy, these people are envious of what you've become. I'm also getting a message, like if that is the case, they need to understand that who you are and what you're becoming was preordained. They were placed in your path to teach you lessons. And yes, you may have obtained some magical insights or knowledge from them, but with or without them, you are always going to be this. Okay? If that doesn't apply to you magically, there may be people in a position of power who, again, maybe your bosses, owners of the place that you work, teachers, aunts and uncles, maybe your very own parents, people who were put in your life as an authority over you, but they are an authority only in the physical. Like you were always going to be who the fuck you were, who the fuck you are. You are always going to be that. Okay? They were just a part of the story. But the players in the story are interchangeable. So if they didn't want to act right, if they didn't want to participate in the story, there would have been another set of mentors. There would have been another set of teachers. There would have been another set of parents. Regardless of how the story started, how the story progressed, the outcome was always going to be you being who the fuck you're going to be, who you are, who you're becoming. Okay? And people don't understand that. What's surrounding my collective right now? Two of Swords. Okay, there's a decision. Or, you know what I'm getting? With this Eight of Wands energy being like a blockage, and then the Two of Swords also being an energy of blockage or stagnation. I'm getting that you are being protected. You are like, certain energies are being blocked from surrounding you. So what's surrounding you is a barrier or a blockage, not that prevents you from growing or moving or progressing, but one that prevents this negative energy, these negative people from accessing you, and from being a deterrent on the path that you're on. All right, what's in the mind and the emotions of my collective here? Forward movement, go time. All right, some of you all are fully aware of the toxic people around you. The Knight of Wands energy is being heroic, being your own hero as well. So some of you all are getting the fuck out of Dodge. That might be you that said vroom in the channel message. You might be packing up a truck and getting the fuck out of here. But yeah, you're in an energy of going, of pushing forward. All right, so I do feel like you're heavily protected by spirit, by your angels, your ancestors that walk with you. There's a blockage that prevents people from attaching to you, okay? But it doesn't prevent you from moving forward. What's the outcome for my collective? Nine of Wands, uphill battles. Okay, so Nine of Wands, I'm not getting as necessarily uphill battles. You may have had plenty of those in your quest to attain what it is that you are attaining. But Nine of Wands is a 9. So in spite of all that you had to battle, you are getting some type of accomplishment, some type of success. And this success involves having many options for happiness with the Seven of Cups. Now, Seven of Cups is about daydreaming, having your head in the clouds, you know, having that dreamy kind of energy around you. But it is also about having multiple choices. Not all the choices will be the best choice, so do be very intentional and intuitive about the choices that you make. But you finally reach some type of, I'm hearing platitudes. I don't even know what that word means. But you are reaching some type of plateau or some type of success. What is platitudes? A remark or statement, especially one with a moral content that has been used too often to be interesting or thoughtful. He masks his disdain for her with platitudes about how she should believe in herself more. Wow, platitudes. So people around you, I feel like they might try to minimize your success with platitudes. You're like, yeah, I've reached this, you know, a certain level. I'm finally in the YouTube partner program. I'm finally on the Clock app creator program, whatever. And then people might respond to that with, well, you should have, or you could have done it sooner if you applied yourself more, if you spent more time working harder, like trying to diminish you with platitudes. And the reason why they're saying it is because they are disdainful of your success. So be mindful of that kind of energy, because they're just trying to tear you down and break you down. Do not feed into that kind of energy or believe what the fuck a hater got to say, first and foremost. But especially if you know that they don't rock with you like that, don't take anything that they say to heart. All right, nothing. I wouldn't even take it with a grain of salt. I would leave it in the dust, honestly. Okay, so bottom of the deck is Two of Wands. This is a card that literally says you have the world in your hands. There's a new door that has opened for you, and now it's up to you what you choose to do with the opportunities presented. Okay, so Two of Swords as the surroundings. Let's clarify that. But I do feel like you're protected. Seven of Swords and Nine of Coins. Yeah, you are protected. Seven of Swords. That's an energy of someone trying to steal from you. Nine of Coins is success. Someone is trying to steal your success or trying to attach to you to gain something from your success, but you are protected from that. What is this Knight of Wands? Four of Swords. You might be wanting to go. You might be ready to go full speed ahead. The Spirit is kind of telling you that you don't have to work that hard anymore. You've done all the hard work. You can now rest a little bit. Okay. I feel like on your new journey, I feel like the work that you've done already is going to kind of recycle the success to you. Like you can be on cruise control for a little while. That's not to say stop working on whatever it is that you're working on and whatever it is that's gotten you to where you are. But it's going to be a little bit more easy now. There's going to be less obstacles. You can be on cruise control. Bottom of the deck, you do have a reason to celebrate with the Three of Cups, okay? So celebration is definitely here for you. All right, so let's get a crystal spirit for you. And then I'm going to pull some of the witching hour because we did have that witchy channeled message. Amethyst is the crystal spirit, number 4. Some of you all may be a fan of amethyst. A lot of people in this community are. It's a very common crystal, but let's see what it is. All right, so familiarity, unconscious habits, old patterns in need of being released. Autopilot takes over when we are required to rest from mental overload. You just got that message. Didn't I say you could be on cruise control? They talking about autopilot, same shit. And then they said it takes over when you're required to rest from mental overload. I said even though you might be ready to go, Four of Swords, that's telling you that you can rest a little bit. So confirmation of that. While this reaction can serve us well, Amethyst Spirit brings a reminder to stop surrendering to the familiar, be mindfully present to the now, and examine your habits. Are they working for you the way that you want them to? Are you overdue for a new routine? Perhaps a small, simple shift that can make a huge difference? What could you say more often to those you love, or do more often to nurture yourself when your go-to is sacrifice for others? What habits could you begin to develop today to build your security and increase your prosperity? Can you see how the old habits these replace could have been discarded long ago? Amethyst Spirit's message to you is to be conscious of your habits so that you don't fall asleep to your potential for transformation and healing. You deserve so much more than you have right now. So awaken to your ability to co-create a new, one replace habit at a time. I'm going to read the prosperity message too because I do feel like this is about finances and recognition, money for you all as well. So it says playing it safe can mean not taking the risk, or paradoxically taking big risks to create that familiar and comfortable drama. Are you aware of some money habits that are ready to be questioned and changed so that you can get off the roller coaster of, oh no, it's a disaster, oh yes, I'm on a roll and everything is going to be fantastic? Or are you afraid to even look at your relationship with finances because you don't trust yourself to be able to build your wealth? Amethyst is here to urge you to give up the drama and fear and simply pay attention to your patterns related to prosperity. Trust that the wealth is in your natural state. That wealth is your natural state. The conscious universe is supporting you in making inner changes that you need so that the outer conditions can begin to reflect your internal state. Free yourself to enjoy the wealth you deserve by breaking the chains of old habits. Okay, so some of you all's, like I said, I do feel like this is about some type of money. I think you all are gaining some type of success right now. And I feel like in order to maintain that success, you're going to have to change your relationship with money. Okay. I don't know why I said that. Like, it was a like a block. I don't know. That was weird. But like you're gonna have to change your relationship with money. Cause some of y'all are about to get a whole lot more money, and Spirit doesn't want y'all to blow it because you're so used to spending money. They want you to invest it more wisely. Okay, so let's get some wishing hour oracles out here for you. The energy that I've been feeling throughout this reading is a little bit, there's a touch of anxiety, and it's a little bit choppy and kind of stop and go, if that makes sense. A little bit unsure. Okay. I like this energy. The very first card that came out for you all was the Secret Trail. And the Secret Trail is a card of ascension. So like I said, y'all are moving on up. Okay. There is something more that is either you already know about it, you already see it, you know what it is, you know that it's coming, and other people see it too, and that's why they mad. But this card pretty much stamps what I'm saying. Okay, this is a card of ascension, enlightenment, preparation for greatness, and not everybody can go. Okay, some people are already showing their ass, already showing you that they're not even trying to go, or they thought they was going, but their envy, their jealousy, their egos are coming out before you can even tell them whether they could go or not. Okay, so this is the Fool card as a tarot companion. Preparation for greatness is at the heart of this card. Those who receive it are ready to level up and experience an even greater life. However, as much as we'd like to, not everyone is going to continue the journey with us as we grow. When you shift and transform, you are silently changing. You are silently challenging others to shift and transform with you. Finding your greatness will prompt your immediate community to examine their own greatness. Some will be inspired by you and rise right along with you, and the secret trail will be revealed to them. But many, if not most, will give into fear, doubt, or jealousy, causing them to stand still or even to shift in a different direction from your path. You have pulled this card because you are about to embark on a new journey that does not include everyone or everything currently in your life. If your question is about a person, you may need to ask yourself, is now a natural time to end a relationship or to establish stronger boundaries? That was the first card out in your reading, that Seven of Wands. If you are inquiring about a career or a business, you may consider leaving a current position in order to start something completely new. In general, receiving this card means opportunities are available to you that few others will ever enjoy. Don't be afraid to take this journey on your own, by yourself, on your lonesome. Okay? The companion card is the invitation. The situation will lead to success. You will be receiving an amazing opportunity, or the opportunity you have inquired about is the right path for you. As above, so below, or the witching hour. Confidence and trusting yourself is key to finding success. This choice will lead to financial rewards. And familiar, you have met or will meet someone who helps you with your endeavors. They are meant to be a companion for you through this journey. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of people around you who are not on your team, on your level. They are not in alignment with you, and they are falling away. And you may be meeting people who are on the way up with you. So you might just be switching out players, you know, upgrading some players. So we got the secret trail, and then we got the blood trail. So two different trails. Okay, but I think that they might be side by side. Okay. One on top of the other. So the blood trail, the key words are magnificence, lineage, connecting to something greater, and the Six of Wands is the tarot companion, which is a card of victory and success and recognition. Close your eyes and imagine how many people and generations had to occur for you to be alive today. Your ancestral lineage goes back for thousands of years, all the way back to the first woman and man. And within all of those generations were every kind of person you can imagine. Business owners, teachers, rebels, revolutionaries, inventors, healers, heroes, hunters, gatherers, maybe even royalty, all coming together, sharing their blood to form one magnificent being, you. You are connected to something greater than just yourself and have the strength, wisdom, and glory of all your ancestors backing you up. Do not doubt how powerful your existence is. Through the blood trail, you have the DNA of any kind of person that you wish to be. It doesn't matter how far removed your ancestors are. They have offered their greatness to you through the familial ties and will support you in your efforts to achieve all your dreams. If you have felt lost or confused, insecure, or vulnerable, reach out to your ancestors and ask them to share the collective power with you. When you are troubled, give your worries to them and ask them to clear your path. And when you are experiencing joy, rejoice with them and thank them for their strength and talents that they've offered to you through the blood flowing through your veins. Pulling this card serves as a hello from your ancestors and an invitation to commune with them more often. If you don't already have one, build an altar in their honor and spend time at this sacred space in the coming weeks. Notice how you experience more clarity and direction as you spend more time with your ancestors. The companion card is the Midnight Moth, outer spiritual alignment. What you have asked about is not ideal for you at this time. Sharkeisha. Yo, I be getting hit with strays because I have not been hanging out with my ancestors like I need to. Offerings are owed to a very specific, she's not necessarily an ancestor, but she is a very special spirit to me. And I owe her some McDonald's. So yeah, if y'all ain't been talking to the ancestors, if you ain't been linking up with your spirit team, it's time for a link up, period. All right. And lastly, better like not leastly, crossing the veil, mourning, bittersweet endings, marking the passage. This is the 8 of Cups. Okay, that walking away energy. I told y'all my left foot was itching. Somebody was going to have to get hot-footed. Maybe you need to be hot-footed away from the people, places, and spaces that you're in. Okay, it's time to goddamn go. All right, so even when you're moving on to something better, it could be hard to let go of the things that you've loved for a really long time. You might move into your dream home, but that doesn't mean that you don't get to mourn the happy memories in the old house that has held you until now. You may celebrate your child moving out of the nest and finding their own way, but you still need time to work through such a dramatic change. This card represents the bittersweet moments when you know it's time for something good to come to an end, but you'll still miss what you have. I find that there is a lot of pressure to move past grief rather than through it. Often, a failure to acknowledge grief may lead to doubt about the beautiful path that is ahead of you. Crossing the veil has come to you because you may be questioning a decision out of fear that what you're getting may not be worth what you're giving up. This card is a card of confirmation to let you know to make space to process your grief. Where you are now has served its purpose, and you are destined for more. You may consider performing a ceremony similar to a graduation to mark the transition from one way of being to the next, or create an altar space for a time that shows gratitude and appreciation for what was. Above all, trust that where you are headed is, and girl, okay, where you're headed is right and will lead you to many more happy memories. You are safe and will be supported. Even if you don't know what comes next, know that you are held in security of spirit and that when you let go, something else will take its place. Companion cards are the Solitary Witch. Someone may be holding you back and it may be time to do things on your own. Leave the situation with gratitude. Like I said, some people are going to have to go. And Deep Being. Have hope that you will soon find yourself in a happy and fortuitous situation. All will be well. All right. So I've been feeling that kind of energy anyway outside of this reading, that it is time to move around, move on to different spaces and places, that there are certain energies that we no longer need to engage with or be around. And think that this reading is just confirmation and marking the beginning of the process. So if y'all have been feeling that way, it's time to prepare to move the fuck around, to move on to the next phase of life, okay? The space that you are currently in, it served its purpose, and now it's time to go up, 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 in the words of Cardi B, okay? This is a Cardi B themed reading. My girl all up and through this bitch. Shout out to Cardi. All right. So let's get some rebel messages, and then I'm going to get some angel numbers. Rebel, talk nice or don't. I don't care. But please tell my collective what they need to hear. Rebel, because fuck it. And I love this card because that means that people around you expect certain things from you, expect you to do, move, act, talk, behave, respond to certain things in a certain way. And it's time for you to be super authentic. It's time for you to rebel. It's time for you to do what the fuck you want to do, say what you want to say, and act as authentically as possible. Because I feel like if you're anything like me, you're in spaces where you haven't been able to just be who the fuck you are, because you got to code switch, you got to acclimate, etc., so on. And people may have just had you fucked up. They might think that you're a different person than who you have to be in public, or who you have to be for a certain environment. I think that certain people need a taste of who the fuck you really are, so they don't get it fucked up. Okay, so rebel today. Do something a little different. Okay, look, don't fucking force it. Allow that shit to come to you, period. And it is coming, and you don't have to force it. You've already put in the work, you've already done the things, and now you're in the Empress energy. Let it come to you. Okay, you don't have to force anything. You just gotta keep doing what you've been doing. And what is the last rebel message? Stop obsessing. Don't worry about it. It's already yours, baby. It's already yours. The back of the card says you are not the fucking center of the universe. Pero like, I beg to differ. You're the center of your universe. Okay? So we ain't gonna obsess. We ain't gonna worry. We ain't gonna stress. That's stress with a K. SKRESS. We ain't gonna stress. All right? Let's get some angel numbers. Those are my intentions. What are my angel numbers? What angel numbers do my collective need to see today? Ooh, 2244. Acceptance. Okay. Angel number 2244. You might be seeing 22 everywhere. You might be seeing 44 everywhere. It says surrender. Let go. Peace, clarity, adaptability, and moving forward. And we are. Okay. Embrace what you cannot change and let go of past grievances. Focus on what you can control moving forward to realign yourself with your goals and your purpose. Ashe, hallelujah, and ayi bobo, because felt that shit. What aspects of my life am I struggling to accept? How can I focus on what I can control and move forward? Identify one situation you've been resisting or dwelling on, and choose one small step to take towards acceptance and positive change. What is the next angel number? 2222. Y'all, somebody's seeing 22 everywhere, or 222, or 2222. Because the next angel number, y'all seeing twos everywhere. Twos represent balance, by the way. So if things seem chaotic, if things ain't seeming right, know that that shit's finna balance the fuck out. Okay? Know that all of your effort is not for nothing. Okay? 2222. Stick to it. Persistence, patience, progress, steadfast, goal, manifestation, and preparation, okay? That's the second message of preparation we got. It's coming, friend. Whatever this is, it's coming. It's on the way, and you are preparing for it. Choose a path and stick to it, making slow and steady progress. This card signifies the need for patience and consistent effort while working towards a significant goal or manifestation. Ensure that all aspects of your plan are organized and aligned. What path am I currently following, and how can I stay committed to make steady progress towards my goal? Review your current plans and ensure everything is in order. Take one actionable step today towards your goal and commit to making consistent progress, no matter how small. All right, I'm going to do one more, and if it's another 22 or 44, I'm a goddamn scream. Some tried to flip 3, but it didn't fall out. Let's see what it is. The last card, bitch. Yo. 2222. Okay. 2244. Okay. 4442. Hello. 2s and 4s abound. Okay. Y'all might be seeing 2s and 4s everywhere. And what's so crazy is that this sign, 4442, this card, the message is signs. So pay attention, because the signs are everywhere, letting you know what's about to come. All right, messages, guidance, intuition, awareness, signs, abundance. Stay alert for signs and messages around you. By tuning into divine energies, you will be guided towards manifesting abundance and prosperity. What signs or messages have you been receiving lately? How can you stay more attuned to the divine guidance in your daily life? Keep a journal and take note of any recurring signs or messages that you encounter. Trust your intuition and let it guide your decisions, knowing that divine energies are supporting you. Okay, so we have stick to it, acceptance, and signs. Pay attention to the signs. Keep doing what you're doing and accept that you are moving forward. Okay, whatever you cannot change, let that shit go. Surrender it and focus forward. Because everything that you're wanting, needing, desiring is on the way. Let's get a couple song oracles and an angel message to close it out. I'm hearing Leave the Door Open by Bruno Mars. Maybe somebody is hoping that you will leave the door open for them as you ascend. Pero we're not doing that. Maybe this is spirit saying that they're about to leave the door open for you. Okay. All right, spirit, what message do we have that will resonate with this reading for my collective today? These cards are smooth today. Mistress by Floetry. It's better that it hurts. Some of these separations that you're about to go through, they're going to be painful. But it's better that it hurts so that you don't have a second or a third thought about them. So that you don't have any doubts about them. Okay? It's better that it hurts. It's better that it feels this way to me. I can't get too comfortable, 'cause loving you is not my destiny. Some of y'all might be leaving a lover in this situation as well. But certain people, lovers, spaces, energies were not destined for you to be attached to. So it's better that it hurts so that you can detach in the best way possible, okay? What's the next song message that resonates with this reading for my collective? Beautiful Monster. Scorpionic energy is what I put on here as well. But I don't mind. I'm turned on and scared of you. And I feel like that might be an application to this next phase of your life. You're a monster, beautiful monster, a beautiful monster, but I don't mind. No, I don't mind. In fact, I like it. Got me terrified. I'm turned on and scared of you. Okay, so this next phase of your life, it may be something that you, while you did aspire to it, while you did work for it, now that it's here, it might be like, oh, shit, it's here. Like, you might be terrified of this new cycle that you're about to enter into. But there's also something about it that really turns you on and excites you as well. You are definitely going through a transformation. Scorpionic energy is transformative. It's powerful. It's magical. Okay? So this next phase of your life, oh, and coming out next to mistress is better that it hurts. You might be transforming that pain of having to leave people behind into something powerful that helps you in your next cycle as well. Okay, what's the last song message we have? What's the last song message? You got me. I feel like there's an energy that no matter how you try to ascend, no matter how you try to prosper or move forward, there's a certain somebody who was trying to attach to you, who may be trying to manipulate you into not leaving them behind, because this particular song has come out in like the last 3 almost daily readings. Like the last few almost daily readings. And we're talking about letting people go and moving on to the next phase of your life. And then here comes this person trying to convince you of why they shouldn't be left behind. Okay, so you got me, The Roots featuring Eve. If you were worried about where I've been or who I saw, what club I went to with my homies, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me. If you were worried about where I've been or who I saw, what club I went to with my homies, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me. Okay, so it might be somebody who you realize they are no good for you, that they in the streets, whatever the case is. And they like, why are you worried about that other shit? You got me. I'm right here. Like, you got me though. I might have been with that girl over there, but where I come home to type energy. And no, leave this energy where the fuck is at. Okay? So I do see that there is still a couple of you all who are with me or who have returned. I don't know. I saw y'all dip out. Y'all ain't slick. But anyways, if y'all want a reading, put your number 1 through 50 in the chat right now. And I'm going to pull one in a second. Let's do the postcard from Spirit. Let's hear it. You got 2 of them. And the first one says, Dearest wonderful you, to help you manifest a life for the highest good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Imagine all of your desires, no matter what kind, as magical seed pods in a basket, glowing with infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention and invite negative reactions from others? Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intention take the win. Your desires count and you are worthy of them. They are essential for co-creating your world. Did you ever consider that when you desire something, when a desire comes from deep within you, it might be spirit moving you to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with miraculous powers to move the heart and influence the world in ways you can't possibly know. We know you and love you so deeply and are happy to support you. Okay? I don't see no numbers. Y'all don't want to read in? That's fine. Okay. The next one says, Dearest you, we have a secret for you. The more you think you know, the less you actually do. So if you're willing to keep an open mind, you will avoid the narrow confines of the know-it-all and open up to the unlimited potential that can be discovered only by the curious optimist. Curiosity allows you to discover new things, to see the world from a positive perspective, and to find answers to questions you might not even know you have. right now, whatever is going on, it's important to know that you are not aware of all of the aspects you need to make an informed choice. You might be projecting a story that isn't totally true. So moving forward, your mantra could be, I don't know, or that's interesting, as you keep your mind and heart open to new experiences and the richer experience overall. All of us over here want you to be all that you can be. We are cheering for you. Can you hear us? Okay, so yeah, y'all are manifesting a life for your highest good, but Spirit wants you to move forward, yes, with an idea of what you're doing, maybe attached to your purpose, just really focusing on your purpose, but do not make any plans, because every time you make a plan, Spirit's gonna laugh at you and tell you how your plan is irrelevant, because we got different plans. Okay, so yeah, go into this next phase excited. Leave whoever behind that needs to be left behind. I want to say, know that you don't have any friends. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but like, the more that you grow and the more people see that success is something attached to you or something surrounding you, that it's on the way, like people seem to be able to sense that you are in that energy of success, or that success is coming to you, and all of a sudden you got new friends. If these people wasn't shooting with you in the gym, if they were not supporting you from day one, or at least somewhere in the middle, like if they ain't been supporting you, you don't have any friends. These people are not your friends. They're just trying to attach to the success that they believe that you're about to have. Okay, so move into your next cycle with your what am I looking for? We're not taking any excess baggage into the next cycle, okay? We're going into that bitch light as fuck, all right? Only person who should be with you is your bestie that been with you since day one with the spend a night bag. Or your team that been fucking with you and shooting with you in the gym with they spend a night bags. But we getting all new shit when we get where we're going, so we don't even need to take a lot. Let's just go, all right? And that's that. Okay, but anyways, that's the reading, y'all. If this resonates for you at all, let me know in the comments below. If you need a personal reading, you can book at SavyCynthia.com. That's the only place that you can book. And until the very next time I read for you all, wishing you all love and light. Now go get right, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.